Coach, you guys have been on the other side of those kind of 4th and 1 plays like that.
Yep.
Can you just describe that sequence, what you saw?
They talked themselves into go for a 4th and 1. I thought that was a pretty big play in the game. We had a couple calls depending on what personnel they came in. Give Coach White some credit. He saw 99 sneak in the huddle. We knew that was their big personnel group. So we had an opportunity during the timeout to kind of go over what we were going to do. And players make plays. I mean, good situations, players make plays.
What did you see from Merlin Robinson today?
He did a nice job. He did a good job with disguising stuff. We were trying to give the quarterback some different looks, especially on 3rd down. We had I don't want to say a new package, but we had a new 3rd down idea, and I thought they did a nice job. I think they were like 2 of 11 on 3rd down. They had a little bit of trouble picking up some of the pressures early, and I think Merlin and Darian were a big part of that because they were doing a pretty good job with their disguise, and they were hitting their blitzes hard. I mean, it doesn't matter if they know where you're coming from if you're more physical than they are, and those 2 guys, they played pretty physical today.
Is this one even sweeter because he got the 3rd quarter, here we go again, effect that could have happened, but it never did?
Winning is not easy, so I hate losing more than I enjoy winning, so I'm probably not the greatest person in the world to talk to. But we won, and that's not easy. They need to enjoy it. We played pretty good early. We get a couple penalties. We get another pass interference by Shari. I mean, it's still very similar to last week. So we got to teach him how to play that a little bit better. And then we have another. We had a couple injuries, so we have some young guys playing some stuff. The touchdown is a coverage error. The first one, the 2-minute, that ball should probably be intercepted. We can get those things fixed. Those things that didn't hurt us. We come out in the 3rd quarter, and we get another drive with some assignment mistakes and some penalties, and then we don't make a play in coverage. We turn the ball over, and we know it's a trick play. We call zone. We know something's coming, and we're in good shape. We just got to make those plays in coverage. Okay. The one that really disappoints me is the last drive. We're up by 10. Don't let them score. We get them in 4th down, and this is not on the players. This is on me. I play prevent. I don't like that. That's not my personality. So I'll learn from it. We blitz the one time we blitz them on that. We get them in 4th down. Then we play cover 2. I got a freshman in there, a true freshman, playing some of his first reps, like I talked about on Wednesday. Cam's out there. He should get beat on deep ball cover 2. And we talked on the sideline. He felt real bad and stuff. And that's a hard lesson to learn from. He'll learn from it. And he knows I don't shy away. I mean, I tell him, hey, that can't happen. I should have sent the house and blitzed them. And if they score on the play, then it's on me. I'd rather get fired going down than preventing us from winning. That's my opinion. So we played a little soft in that period. It cost us. Nikhil did a great job on the recovery on the onside kick, and we gave up. I mean, 420 yards. That's way too many for what we're trying to do. We don't want to be good on defense. We want to be the best defense in this league. We don't want to be like Washington and Utah. We want to be better than that. And so they'll learn. We won. I forgot they were 18-0. Coach Shelton was 18-0 in here, 19-0. That's a great job coming in here and winning the game. Give credit to our kids because they believe in what we're doing. After they scored, these coming to Jesus meetings are going to have to stop because after they scored 2 touchdowns and there's 9 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter, we call them up and come on guys, we did this again last week, and then we don't let them score again until the last 31 seconds. I thought that was pretty big. They keep answering, so maybe I need to have that speech at halftime. These new Rocky speeches don't work, so that just...
You give up 21 points in a row, and that's a point where you could have folded, so to speak. But what is your thought about the way your team overcame adversity and survived that?
We've got a lot of young guys that we're building a culture with, and they're resilient. They fight back. It doesn't seem to bother them, which is good because they have short memories. Which especially out the guys outside on the corner should have a short memory. I thought our corners played pretty well. The safeties played pretty well. We had some injuries that we had to overcome. We had a couple guys that haven't played very many snaps, that played a lot of snaps in the second half in crucial parts of the game. So those guys, as they get a little bit more experience, will get better.
Coach, have you had to change your style of coaching specifically for tackling, considering the new targeting rules that infested the league?
Yes, a little bit. You can't teach people to lead with their face anymore. You used to be able to lead with your face, and I still think there's something to that because your neck is really what the most important thing is in not getting hurt in tackling. You tackle with your head down, which is the crown, you're going to hurt somebody. if you hit with your face, your core is tight, you usually don't get hurt. Well, now you're leading with your face and you're getting an incidental contact. Hopefully, I mean, it's good for the game because you want the game to be safe. Football's under attack and you want it to be safe because it's very important to do that. So we teach them trying to do some of this rugby stuff with our shoulders and stuff, and it's hard on them, but I mean, I think to keep the game going, you have to do that.
Would it make sense to coach wrapping up versus hitting hard? Now,
We do.
That's
kind
of tough
and
in the moments.
a lot of guys from the time they were young have not been taught that.
Right.
So it's a new thing to them. And we do wrap and roll, we do all that stuff every single day in practice. More than anybody in the country, I promise you that, with our fundamentals
Now,
stuff.
Coach, you say it's a new thing, but when you were playing, I'm sure you were taught to wrap up.
We were.
When you were stuck. What happened to that?
In my opinion, youth football is being coached by a bunch of guys that play video games. So it's all about scheme. They don't teach them technique. They don't teach them. And the NFL is doing a great job with this Live 60, Play 60. They're trying to teach coaches, and it's getting better. And it'll continue to get better as we educate people on football. But that's the difference, I think.
Was it some point in the week that you stopped preparing for Daniels and start preparing for Jack Sears, or you just prepared for both of them all week?
No, we prepared for both of them because they're going to do the same now. Jack Sears, they're going to run the ball a little bit more, some zone read stuff. We saw him run some speed option in high school. We practiced for it, caused a fumble. They didn't run it again. So I think they're trying to protect both the quarterbacks because they're young, which is smart. JT has 7 games experience when they'll play, and so we gave Jack some different looks that they struggle with. But he's a competitive young man. Give him credit for put up however many points, the 28 points that they scored, or 35 points they scored, and the yards they had.
Does that make preparation that much harder, preparing for 2 quarterbacks versus
It does. It does, but we're not worried about that right now. We're trying to build what their identity is on offense, and then we build on defense what we can do. And as we continue to get better, that's what we'll do.
How does a win like this kind of help you guys the rest of the year to finally kind of get over this kind of hump?
It helps for today. And the plane flight home on the way home will be one, and then nobody will be grumpy about me getting mad because they're loud, whatever. It helps. We got to continue to keep building on what we do. There's nothing more than confidence. When you win a game, there's nothing better to do that when you're trying to build something. And the good thing is, like I said earlier in the season, it's easier to learn when you win. They take the criticism less defensively, I guess, because I don't sugarcoat things. So we got a long way to go. We won a game. We made enough plays out there to win games. That's important. We made enough plays to win games. Thank you, guys.